Hey, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the Ultimate YouTube channel. We're going all around the world to explore music, psychology, philosophy, and everything this beautiful planet has to offer. And today I'm bringing you something different. I recently had an amazing conversation, stay tuned for that, with a jiu-jitsu black belt named Beatrice Jin, who brought to my attention the Olympic gold medalist for the United States, Alyssa Liu, and her amazing, I don't even want to call it a performance, on ice. And it had me intrigued. We talked about art and being an artist versus being an athlete. And then I saw clips of this amazing artist and other people fangirling over her. And I thought, okay, I need to check this out. I started watching just a bit, and I was so enthralled by how free and elegant and light she's moving that I stopped the video and I said, you know what? I'm going to review this with you guys. And that's what I'm going to do. So I said, why are so many people fangirling over her, sharing clips of her work, and in awe? Let's find out.
She said, I don't need a medal. I just need to be here and show people what I can do. But what she doesn't know, if she does that, probably means a medal.
She told us that figure skating is her way to display her art.
That was clean.
There's an easy, casual way about her skating.
That's what I'm thinking. I almost want to mute so that I don't hear what they're saying, what the commentators are saying, as to stay as objective as possible, not be influenced by it. But I don't want to miss the music. Very light on her feet. I love that slightly almost playful, mischievous smile at the very beginning, and I love how she gets straight into it. As the commentators pointed out, allegedly she said that she's not there for the medal, and she just wants to show her art. She just wants to enjoy herself. And I think that is the key to what is happening here. And we'll talk about the psychology behind that in just a second. Let's watch together.
And even if she doesn't care about those medals and titles, if she skates very well here, she's likely to find herself on the podium.
That smile. There's an innocence about it, a genuine innocence and beauty. The transitions are just... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, I gotta go back. That was flawless. I gotta see it one more time. Beautiful crescendo here. She's just enjoying herself.
Because
Wow.
she is so relaxed, these elements are getting so much height. They look and feel easy. Once again, triple lutz, double axel, double toe loop.
Honestly, 2 more jumps between her and the Olympic podium.
She's so close. Wow.
A script that would have been rejected as far-fetched, and a comeback that has brought her all the way perhaps to the Olympic podium.
It is like she's just playing on the ice, not even
Yes.
performing anymore. The joy, the passion.
I'm going to stop here for a second. Actually, I'm going to mute. I just want to show you guys this. The commentator said that so beautifully. She is not performing. She is not being an athlete here. She's being an artist. And she is just simply loving life. The playfulness, the way she, you know, almost as if a child that's gotten out of the sandbox and that played. Oh, I want to see if she's saying something here. Hold on.
It's to solve.
Language, Alyssa.
Amazing. Cards.
I love how genuine she is. Okay, I'm going to tell you why I believe not only that you won gold, but that these videos are going viral. Obviously, there's many people that are following the Olympics that are in love with the sport, the art, the athleticism, the spirit behind the Olympics. It's beyond just, okay, all the world is coming together. That in itself can be powerful. You have big events like Eurovision, where many artists from Europe come together and they compete for a title. You have events like the World Cup, where many countries come to compete against each other through soccer, but it's still a very unifying event. Of course, the fights and the brawls aside, where people get too competitive and angry because their team may or may not have won, there is a camaraderie about something beautiful, something unifying, especially in our current climate with so much tension and uncertainty. The Olympics, being such a ancient tradition, does that all the more. Creates this feeling of unification, of unity, of sportsmanship, of camaraderie, of friendly competition at a high degree. And then you add the element that the Olympics to me represents excellence. There's something about seeing people doing something well, beyond your average, beyond your mediocre, in a day and age where sometimes it's hard to tell what is AI and what is not. In a time where it would be easy to, not just it would be easy to, where we literally are being consumed by fast food, literally and figuratively, again, in the sense that we're swiping. There's so much junk that comes through our sphere. Sometimes we don't know if it's real or not. We're being consumed by this swulture, that, as I call it, the swipe culture. And a lot of it is fast food, so to speak. It's not nourishing. It's not feeding our spirits. It makes us feel yuck. We get off our phone and we go, what the heck was I thinking? Why did I spend hours on this device? Here, people are performing who are athletes who have been dedicating their entire life. And there is something special and something that touches the human spirit when we see someone being willing to make sacrifices, when we see someone who's willing to represent us as a nation. Oh, this is a person from Germany. Oh, she is from America, right? This is this feeling of togetherness, of being represented. We all long for representation. I mean, good Lord, let's just look at history. That's one of the reasons that we had civil wars ensue, because taxation without representation was tyranny. And so there's this feeling of, I want to be represented. I want to see myself represented ethnically, from a national, racial standpoint. I want to see myself represented in government. I want to see myself and my opinions and views and what I am and who I stand for represented. And in the Olympics, you have someone who does just that. Someone who comes forth from your country, who now is getting a gold medal for you collectively as a nation, obviously for themselves, but they're representing an entire nation. You have this feeling of this person made sacrifices on behalf of this. You have this feeling of they climbed and they exceeded everyone. They have won. They are better than everyone. We are intrigued by, we long for that champion feel, that the glory, the gold, the most beautiful. We love what's rare. I guess I can take my headphones off now. Now, to narrow down that conversation just a little more specifically here with Alyssa Liu, I love the fact that she won gold. I feel like that was a brilliant move psychologically, speaking it into, if you will, dancing it into, skating it into existence, wearing that exact medal that she was going to get. Did she know that she was going to win? No, not necessarily. But there's something about presenting yourself in a way that reflects who you're trying to be and what you're trying to become. We know this of job interviews as we grow older, stress to impress, and we hear things like that. You want to represent the very thing you're striving to be or become. And so I love even the psychology behind wearing that gold medal, the gold, which is almost indicative of the gold medal she was going to win. I love her hair, that playfulness. It's wild, those layers of brown and blonde. It feels to me very artistic. She must be a very artsy person, very free. I love the fact that she didn't hold back from saying that's how you effing do it. Like, this is how it's effing done. There is a youthfulness. She's still very young, very innocent. There is no perfect decorum of how exactly we communicate and make sure that we're proper, right? She was real. She was genuinely feeling her joy and her victory. And so it's hard to... There's times when certain words may sound derogatory or kind of like, oh, that's kind of nasty. And then there's times when that word is just cathartic and fitting. And it conveys the message that you're trying to communicate, which is that's how it's effing done. And that to me shows a level of also humanity, authenticity about her. This is not some polished, perfect performance, which I think is another reason why she's so endearing to people across the world and across the United States, which is who she won the gold medal for. I love how she is genuine, from wearing her hair the way she wants, from this feeling I get that she can't be boxed in. She's neither blonde nor brunette. She's both and all over, and she's going to be what she wants to be. And I think that came to show in that dancing. I started getting emotional because as she was gliding over the ice, it makes me think of the days that I would inline skate and I would go around the block again and again as fast as I could. I would listen to music in my Discman and I felt free, absolute freedom and comfort in a season, especially of uncertainty, pain, and abuse. It was freeing. And to see her here skating, I used to love watching skating competitions and skating, dancing on skates and river dance and tap dancing and these things growing up, and it always excited me. Music would evoke something deep within me that's hard to put in words. I would get emotional at seeing the lineup of these river dance tap dancers and the beautiful Irish and Scottish music that was playing. I would love seeing the dancers glide along the ice. And as you get older, you have less time for those things and you get busy working or you watch stuff for a living and, you just get busy with life. And when you see someone who is still just so in touch with their genuine humanity, their authentic self, and their inner child to a degree, it's freeing, it's comforting. It reminds us of our inner child to a degree, but it also makes us think of those days when we felt certain freedoms, or maybe also taps into our longing for more of that freedom in the future, that encouragement to be unapologetically yourself, to color your hair whatever color you want, to be you, and to do it not for the performance, not for the medal, but for the purpose of genuinely being. And of course, she won this gold medal because her work was flawless. She did the technical thing. She did her spins. She performed in a beautiful way. It was a wonderful mix of art, of athleticism and artistry, from sweet dance moves that were fitting to the musical genre and to her style and to the whole feeling of this performance, to the amount of spins and twirls and jumps she integrated. All of this, of course, contributed to her points going up and up and up until she reached number one. But I think it was not only because she did it flawlessly and was technically accurate, or because the song fit to her choreography and it all flowed. I think it was because she meant what she said in her dance. You know, it's the same with music. It's the same with words. When we mean what we say, when someone speaks from real lived experience, it comes across different. When someone sings a song and it's in their lyrics and it's a composition birthed from pain and birthed from real life, it's different than AI. AI will never know what it's like to be a fellow human, a fellow traveler, to deal with anxieties and life and death and pain and suffering and loss and victories. And so when you have someone who's just free, who's dancing, who is making movements that fit the song, that fit to the playfulness, the crescendo of the song, which she beautifully integrated in the crescendo of her dance, the way that things got more passionate, the way that she created a build was beautiful to watch. She didn't go straight to the craziest flips from the start. There was a build and a revisiting of certain flips and a increase in her dance, which made it so wonderful to watch. And I loved all these girls in the background watching. I also think that that's absolutely special. What an inspiration also as a woman to see a woman achieve such success, but to see someone doing this by being unapologetically yourself. Not told to smile more because she'll be prettier that way. Not told to wear her hair just so in order to gain the approval of people. No, just dancing, just being herself, smiling because she genuinely wants to smile, feeling because she wants to feel. Authenticity. Absolute authenticity. And as the dance just keeps going, like I said, that crescendo, the beautiful build up here, that playfulness, I mean, complete, just fully being her girly self. And I love that there is no, again, I keep saying the same word. I don't want to overwhelm you guys by repeating myself so much, but authenticity is such a powerful human emotion that goes for men, for women, for adults, for children, every one of us, where you get to genuinely be yourself. I'm not trying to be cute because I'm expected to be cute. I'm not acting manly and masculine because I'm told to be. I'm being me. And whatever way that comes out, it comes out that way. And there's something very liberating to watch something like that, something healing to the inner child, something that ignites that inner child within us that says, I need to take that back, that freedom, that love for life, simply being. We are human beings. I've said that before. Present progressive verb. It's an ongoing thing. It's not something that you were. It's not something you will be. It's ongoing. Who are you being in this very moment? Maybe you're being someone who loves this, who hates this, who clicked on this, and you don't know why, but you're here now. You're being someone in this very moment. Who is that? Who do you want to be? Then be that. And the freedom that comes with that, to know that you can rest in that there's nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. You are loved. Be. And from that authenticity, from a love for yourself, will flow love for others and love for what you do. And you can put yourself in your work, whatever that looks like. I love the playfulness, so fitting to the lyrics, to fitting to the song, to the whole composition of the song. It was a brilliant song choice as well. Perfect for her choreography. The playfulness, the nod to love, the nod to human connection, the nod to love for self, depicted in the musical composition, depicted perfect posture. Look at that. Depicted in her dancing, depicted in the lyrics. Absolutely amazing. And then how she pointed up, and now here, how she flips her ponytail, how she is enjoying it. She's basking in it. She's not off to go back to the start real quick. She is like a kid that just got done playing, that is wiping off the sand off their hands, or also a way of saying, yep, that's how I just did that. And that's okay too. It's beautiful to not only be yourself and to experience life freely, but also to celebrate that, to genuinely say, yep, I'm proud of me. I loved this. I'm having a good time, and not shying away from that. And then saying things like, that's how it's effing done. I absolutely love that. Look at her excitement. Look at her joy. But I hope at the least that it encourages you to love you, to be you, and to embrace all that means, and to create something. Whatever it is you do or you enjoy doing, put yourself into that genuinely, unapologetically. I hope you enjoyed this review. It was something different. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the next ride. Heyo!